Moving to our new homestead was a huge financial risk, but we're finally selling our home in the suburbs. All right, so first of all, moving out here, the housing market has been so bad that the people who sold this home had to give us such a good deal. And that is the reason that we were willing to make that jump, even though we knew it would be like a risky move for us, simply because we still had to sell our home. And our home definitely is not selling. It's selling, like it is selling, but it's definitely not selling for what we paid for it. We are losing so much money on that home. So we definitely lowballed them when we got this home, which is the only way we were able to afford it. But our house right now that we're selling, we paid like 450 for it, and we added like 20 something worth of just backyard, because when we got it, it was completely empty. And the yard and the house, now we're selling it. We finally got a seller. First of all, it was empty for 6 months, which I'll go into in a second, but we are selling it for about 410. That is insane. We literally are losing money on it, like a lot of money. So, first of all, thank goodness that we had enough equity in the home that we were able to like sell it and basically cut our losses. But it was, we lost a lot of money. Thankfully, hopefully we made it up on this end with the home over here. But more than anything, we don't regret it, and we're very happy because we did kind of know what we were getting into, and we expected our home to not sell super well. But we love this home so much. We love this property so much that we don't mind it. It's worth it to us. But it was definitely super risky. And on top of that, we had solar on our other home, and Arizona, do not get solar on your home unless you plan to be there basically forever. We planned that in our other home, kind of, but honestly, I don't think it was a smart idea. I don't think so. You never know when you're going to have to move, and it just doesn't pay off. Unless you can pay it off like pretty quickly and you have the money, it's just not worth it. We basically are losing out all the money, that about 30K that we paid in solar. It has no value. And then on top of that, we did a 30K for the yard. And then on top of that, we're losing like 50 in equity. We've lost so much money on the home. But it's okay. It is what it is. I'm not just complaining. All I'm saying is it really was such a huge risk for us to move out here. But I think it's worth it. And I'm excited for it to pay off once we start being able to really buckle down and be producing a ton of value from our property. So another reason that our home was on the market sitting for 6 months, basically like empty, is because we made a huge move with 3 kids. Okay, 3 kids, 4 and under. My youngest was maybe 6 months when we decided to move, not even. Okay, she was born in August and we moved in December. So it is so hard to move with 3 children, okay? With a 3 year old, a 2 year old, and a month-year old. It was so hard. So we knew when we were going to move that it was going to take us a long time to even just get the move done. We maybe could have paid someone, but we were already like putting so much money into having to pay double mortgage that we just couldn't afford it. And on top of that, we don't have a ton of family out here. I have some family and they helped as much as they could. But of course, people have their own lives going on, and you can't just expect them to be moving, like coming out here every weekend from Arizona, from like other cities, just to like help us move, right? So they helped as much as they could, but we still had to do a lot of like packing and unpacking and just a lot of that. And that takes a lot of time when you have 3 little kids that are running around, and my husband works full time. So a lot of it was just me at home dealing with 3 kids, dealing with potty training, dealing with just a little boy with a ton of energy and a little baby. while still trying to unpack. And then on top of that, you have family come over in the summer, and it's just a lot to deal with. The point is, just moving out of that home alone took us a ton of time. So by the time we decided to put it on the market and we were ready to put it on the market, it still had to take another 2 months or so to like sell the home. And thankfully, it sold pretty quickly. I think it sold within 1 or 2 months, so a month and a half or so. But even then, it sold so low at the price. So we're making absolutely zero profit. And we're really lucky if we're not having to bring any money to the table, which is nuts because we had so much equity. We paid so much extra to that home that it's kind of crazy. But I think, everything happens for a reason. And maybe God had put it in our hearts to make those extra payments so that we could make this jump and take this leap. So, and another thing that has been, well, it goes along with the whole home thing, but this is, it's another reason I'm really excited to finally be selling our home is because we're finally going to be free of the double mortgage. Guys, the double mortgage has been just like destroying us financially. Like, thankfully we've been able to do it, and we'll be fine, but we definitely went into some debt with it, and we've paid it off by now and we're fine, but it definitely has stunted a lot of those projects that want to get done. So for example, getting our garden going has been stunted. Doing more trees in our or little orchard, and just several other projects, because this home, this property is amazing and we love it and we knew it was perfect for what we wanted to build here, but it needs a lot of work. It's great because it is a blank canvas for us to pretty much do whatever we want with, but there's going to be a lot of man hours and a lot of time and a lot of energy and definitely a lot of money that's going to be going into this project to get it where we need it to be. So if you are considering homesteading, or if you started homesteading, what have been your biggest struggles financially, and what are your hopes? What what needs to happen for you to get started? All right, see you next time. Leave me in a comment below, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Say bye, Glenna.